Good morning, everybody. I'm cutting Jordan off. We just left the lodge like 5 minutes ago, and we are now on the approach trail to Springer Mountain. It's like 7.4, I think it said, to Springer. So, I don't know, I'm anticipating maybe 4 hours to the top. We'll see. It's just after 8 o'clock now. I'll check in periodically along the way, and then again at the top of Springer. Springer is where I'm saying goodbye to him. I've already cried once about it today, so expect the tears. I plan to film and show all of my struggles and bad parts on the trail too, so I won't shy away from that. I think it's important to highlight those things so it doesn't appear as though everything is always sunshine and rainbows out here. So I'll check in a bit later. It's a beautiful morning, just a little bit warmer than 30 degrees. The high for today is somewhere around 55, and it's sunny, so it's gonna be a great day one. Alrighty, bye. Hey guys, we are at like 4.8 miles for the day so far. We've been hiking for a little over 2 hours, so we're making pretty good time. We just got to Nimblewill Gap on the approach trail, so we are about to come up to our second to last climb that we have before we get to Springer Mountain, and then that's the dreaded spot. It'll be a bittersweet spot because I have to say goodbye to Jordan, but there'll be lots of excitement as well when I see that first white blaze. So yeah, I just wanted to check in and let you guys know how we were all doing. This is Nimblewill Gap. We're headed that direction. That's the climb going up. And then we have a little down to the shelter and then the final climb up. So I'll check in when we get to Springer probably. So see you there. Made it to Springer. Here is the first white blaze. Hey everyone, we're here at Springer Mountain. It's quite busy up here. There's a group of like guys that are kind of monopolizing the plaque, so I just got that little quick video, which kind of stinks, but I'm here. I signed in on the register, and I'm about to say goodbye to Jordan here in a little bit and probably get super emotional. And then I'll either go to Stover Creek Shelter or push to Hawk Mountain. We'll see. But I'm gonna go. Alright, this is the intersection of the AT and the Benton Mackay Trail. Benton Mackay goes that way. AT goes this way. This is crazy. I'm sure you can hear it in my voice, but that goodbye was very difficult. I'm probably gonna cry for like, I don't know, off and on for a few hours. My goal is to get to Stover Creek Shelter, see how I feel. That's only like 2-point-something miles, and it's only 12:15. So I'll see how I feel there. If I feel good, I might push on to Hawk Mountain Shelter, but we'll see. All right, because I just said goodbye to Jordan and I'm missing him really bad right now. It's only been, I don't know, a mile and a half since I said goodbye to him, but I know he would have thought this area was super pretty. So, Jordan, I'm filming this for you to see. I thought you'd like it. I'll check in here with my thoughts and feelings once I've had more time to compose myself. So you'll hear from me soon, I promise. Hey guys, so I'm at like mile marker 2.5 or so on the AT. My buff is crazy looking. And I just passed Stover Creek Shelter and it's only 1:30, so I think I'm gonna push on to either Three Forks, which is in another mile and a half or so, or Hawk Mountain campsites, which are another 4.5 miles. I just passed by Whiskers and Happy Hippie, and they're gonna be at Three Forks tonight. So if I'm feeling like I need to stop before Hawk Mountain, that is definitely a good option, and I won't be alone. I'll be with some familiar faces. So I've got a couple options. I'm feeling good at the moment. I go back and forth between being emotional and being okay, like just happy to be out here. That was definitely a very hard goodbye, saying goodbye to Jordan, and I wasn't anticipating it to be. I mean, obviously I knew it was going to be hard, but I didn't know it was going to be that hard. So it was tough, and I ugly cried for a solid mile at least, maybe 2. And yeah, it's just tough because I've never truly been on my own like this before, and you know, Jordan and I have been together for 11 years, and you know, I've gotten pretty codependent on him, especially with COVID and all that. You know, I haven't been doing a whole lot with friends or family, so gotten pretty codependent on him and the dogs, honestly. So this was a very difficult day for me, and I'm sure there's going to be some more difficult days in my near future, especially as more time goes on and I start to miss him even more. So yeah, I know it's coming. I have to prepare myself for it, but this will be good for me. It'll be good for my growth personally. I think it'll be really good for our relationship. I think we'll learn to appreciate each other better and more, and our time together when we do finally see each other again will just be so amazing, and probably better. I'm gonna start crying again. Probably better than any time we've had together in the recent years. So I'm gonna stop filming now so I don't start crying again. But yeah, goal is to push to Hawk Mountain campsites, 4.5 miles. So I'll check in when I'm at camp for the night, unless there's something cool to show you. But yeah, going good. Happy, sad, all these mixed emotions. I'll survive. I always do. Alrighty guys, see you later. Alright guys, I just made it to Hawk Mountain campsites. I grabbed spot number 7. There's like 30 sites here, and they start at 1 and go to 30 the farther down the Blue Blaze Trail you go. The water source, unfortunately, is at the end of this trail, and it's like a 1/2 mile long trail. I have a full liter of water, so I think I'm good for the night for water. And I saw that there is a good flowing creek just a mile past camp on the AT, so I'm hoping that I will be good and just be able to fill up there tomorrow morning and not have to go all the way down to the water source, but if I have to, I will. I have a bear box not too far down the way also to stick my bear bag in, and then the privy is not too far either, but far enough so that it doesn't waft over my way, or so I don't have to hear people going in and out. And also same with the bear box. I didn't want to, there was a spot right next to the bear box, but I didn't want to hear the lid opening and closing all night because I am pretty beat. Today was 15.33 miles from the lodge to Hawk Mountain campsites. So it was a long day, 3,500 feet of vertical gain. So I'm feeling it. I'm pretty beat. I'm probably going to have an early night tonight. I'm going to set up tent, eat dinner. I didn't eat lunch because I had a really big breakfast, and then just hang out in my tent. I do have cell service here for AT&T, so I might just catch up on some text messages or social media messages, and I'll edit today's video so that I can have it all ready to upload when I get to Wi-Fi in a few days. So yeah, it was a good day. I'm feeling good right now mentally and emotionally. Having left Jordan, I did just text him a little bit ago and heard from him, so that made me feel a little bit better, just being able to hear from him. But yeah, I probably will get pretty emotional, I think, when I lay down in my tent and start really thinking about it all and realize that I'm alone. So I'll show you my camp once I get it all set up. All right guys, here is my site for the night at spot 7 at Hawk Mountain campsites. I just went down and put my bear bag, my food bag, in the bear box. I'll show you that in the morning. I had dinner. Here's my tent. There's a nice little log here that I sat on and cooked dinner and ate dinner. I had a Knorr pasta side, fettuccine parmesan. I didn't stop for lunch today, so I also had a bar and what else? Some gushers and a beef stick. My tent's pitch isn't perfect. I think I might have set it up too close over here, and I didn't have enough room to put the stake far enough out because my doors seem kind of loose, but it's supposed to be a dry night, so I'm not super concerned about it. The sun is setting back here, which means I think I should have a pretty good sunrise as a view from my tent. So, hoping I wake up in time to catch that tomorrow. It is just about 5 o'clock right now. I'm pretty much done for the night, except for probably getting up to pee one last time before I go to sleep. Like I said, my bear bag's away. It's not too far down the path here. Just around the bend is the bear box. So if I do get hungry again, it's close enough to go get something out of it. So yeah, I'm just gonna lay down in my tent, get cozy. The air temperature is definitely starting to drop. So yeah, there's no one camping near me. There's a couple tents set up there, a bit closer to where this trail cuts off from the AT, and I know there's at least 2 people camping further down this way. If anyone else arrived before me, they might be down there as well. But yeah, looks like I'm gonna be alone for my first night. Don't know how I feel about it, but I'll let you know in the morning how it goes. Alrighty, I'm gonna go lay down, get cozy, and edit today's video. Have a good night, everybody. See you in the morning.